I'm going to sit here till somebody talks to me. How many shadow band subscribers can get me one viewer live? Oh, shit, we got one viewer. What's up, Alan Dodson? Dodson? Dodgson. Oh, it's a rough one. Brother, I'm so sorry. I wish I knew that. Well, good evening, VR Ray. I'm having one of those moments, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and try to talk to people because I'm finding new and interesting ways to fail at VR production. But good evening, VR Ray of Minneapolis. How you been, brother? And Alan, how do you say your last name? Can you give me a phonetic spelling of it? Alan Dodgson. What up, Bob King? What up, Fisher King? Oh man, 3 people get to see the downfall of Mr. Kontras. Oh my God, dude. Dodgson. Yeah, duh. How did I not know that? That's obvious. Dodgson. Yeah, Dodgson truck. Vertical Live. It gives greater discoverability. Oh, does it? I didn't know that. I have never worried about discoverability, obviously. That's funny. Yo, but so here's the question. What happens when this is done? Is there a way for me to save it? If for some reason, there's some amazing moment, am I allowed to save it so I can document it on the journey? Because what if this becomes part of the next Journey movie? I can't even say the crate, dude. It just seems crazy to even say it. But I literally last month flew across the country on my own dime to just help a band, very famous band, to do all of this free work. Oh, that's sweet. I've never done a live before. And it went well. And then I came home, and then their tour ends here in LA. And I freaking I knock out this reel. It's awesome. If you guys want to see it, you just text me, and I'll figure out a way to get to you. And I wrote to him and texted him and said, okay, dude, I can't wait for you to see this. It'll be a great trailer for what we're going to shoot. And they're like, nah, we don't want to see it. Like, you don't want to see it? Like, yeah, we're too busy. Can you email it to us? Like, no, I can't. You know that. I flew all the way to New York for a meeting just to show it to you. And you loved it. And you were like, yeah, let's shoot it. And then I can't show you what I shot? They don't even want to see the footage? So that's it. Nobody ever gets to see it. It never gets released. And I was doing it for free. There was never money involved. I literally just wanted to give them this gift of this incredible thing so they could share it with their fans, so we could at least have something released publicly in this year of constant meetings and constant amazing shoots. I mean, that LeBron James footage is unbelievable. All the sports footage, I've done incredible things that can't be public. And at some point, you start to go crazy. Yeah, I did it. I got some amazing stuff, VRA. It's incredible. I'm so happy with it. They don't want to see it. I'm just like, I don't. God damn it. And I'm not gonna say too much because I get it. They're busy, and only one of the 3 people had even seen part of it, so only he's the one who would understand. But they do know, because I did show one of them how awesome it was. He's the one who said it, and he was like, "Oh my God, it's incredible! You flew all the way out from Los Angeles to New York on your own dime just to show me this. Thank you so much. Come film this." But something happened in 3 weeks. I don't know. And now it's like, yeah, we don't have time. Like I'm 15 minutes away from you. I just want to show it to you. So yeah. Oh shit, we lost Alan Dodson. Oh wait, now we're up to 4. I get why people do this. I've never done a live ever in my life. It's never happened. Because I don't really care so much about the social media aspect. I know, Alan. Dude, the football one's amazing. The NBA one is incredible. The NHL one's incredible, and so is the baseball one. Like, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever dealt with in show business, which is I got the opportunities, which is usually the hardest part, and then I knocked those opportunities out of the ballpark, which I didn't even know if I could do it when I got the opportunities because it was such a difficult situation to try to pull something off in. But I did it. Like, undeniably, I did it. Everybody who's seen it said I did it. And then it's crickets. And you're like, well, all you got to do is post it. I'm not even asking for money. Can you just make it public? Because there's a whole bunch of people with these headsets that are dying to see some of this stuff. And at this point, they only think Apple's doing it. And they're not the only people doing it. The Vertical Live Boot Camp, I'm not supposed to talk about it, but it's supposed to be a pretty good growth hack. But see, the thing, I have not focused on growth hacks ever. I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the first and longest running video blogger, but I have never attempted to do the growth, unfortunately, because this channel was shadow banned a couple years ago because they thought I had copyrighted material when in fact I was posting my own material and they didn't realize the difference. And then I couldn't speak to anybody to go, oh no, that's my movie. It was shot in my house. I'm just posting a clip from my own movie. Nobody tagged it, but they just thought it was, so it's some weird miscommunication. So I've kind of given up on the whole social media because I would basically have to make a brand new social media account, YouTube account, to do that. And fuck, I've been doing this for 25 years. I should be grandfathered in, man. I mean, I've literally done this longer than anybody on the planet. But that doesn't get you far. So, but again, I skipped all that stuff because when I started, the internet was not what it was now. I was trying to get on TV and do all that kind of stuff. And then with this, much gray in my hair, it's a little more difficult to seem like the new up and coming thing. And that's even a problem with this VR shit, right? It's like, who's this old man telling me what the future is? This fucker doesn't know what the future is. Look at how old he is. So, oh, what a year. Yeah, 100 at a time, VRA. Alan, you try to build a company based on a technology that's not ready yet, that will be ready in the future, and say, but I'm 62. It's like, no, it doesn't work. You need to be 22. But the footage is so good. Alan, do you have a VR headset? Mr. 62 years young? I love that I'm doing this to 4 people. It's awesome. Can you hear me all right? I feel like I need to put this, maybe, I don't know where the microphone is. I feel like, does that help a little bit? I don't know. Oh, fuck it. If you can hear me, you can hear me. You do have an Oculus. A Quest 2 by any chance? Have you seen any of my VRE 180 stuff? Oh, wait, I can't tell. Who's the one who said, oh, yeah, you did see the NFL one. So I did send you that one. Good. Okay. Well, I got to show you the LeBron one, brother. The thing I shot of Lakers Media Day, it was so good, dude. Like, there's a shot of LeBron and his son coming out of the locker room, and they go their separate ways, and LeBron walks right up to you, and I hold that camera at 6 feet, and you get the scope of the size of this brother. Like, he's fucking huge. And then you walk down the hall with him, and I held my breath the whole time watching it. I didn't do it while I was shooting it because I'm focused on the shot, right? But like, once you're at home and you're just feeling it, oh my God, it's the best thing I've ever shot. And it proves that this is possible in a quick turnaround. I knocked that out in like 36 to 48 hours. And then you follow him around as he goes through media day. So close that he actually tries to hand his water bottle to you. And he's like, fuck, I don't know who you are. And he hands it to somebody else. And him and his kid, and they talk to the camera, and they're doing the thing. It's incredible. But the people at Spectrum could only get me a meeting with one person at the Lakers. And so like they loved it, but then it's got to go to the next person. And the unfortunate thing is, how do you get, if you're the person who saw it, how do you explain it to the next person to tell them it was amazing if you can't email or text it? It's an impossible situation. So if that person isn't incredibly eloquent when they try to explain it, oh, then that's the end of it. So then you got to go back to it. You got to find another person at another company who knows another person who knows a person at the Lakers for them to watch it. And then it's just like, all right, come on, man. Like, it's just so hard right now. Um, and nothing crazier than this band being cool with me shooting it and then saying, "Yeah, we don't want to see it." It's like, bitch, are you fucking with me, dude? Like, is this a joke? Is this a test? Like, is my whole life a series of ridiculous tests, like the fastest DeLorean? Like, let's blow up your car and then see what happens next. It's like, really? Is that really how this goes? Oh my God. Anyway, oh yeah, 3 people. All right, Ray, Alan, and Bob become my 3 best friends. Bob, you were already there. You making me them hats. You're the first person to get who in VR 180? LeBron, did you? Tell me, I didn't know you got to shoot him. You didn't shoot him like this, brother. You could smell him. Do we even know how big? Yeah, it's 20 million, Alan. Trump? For the fuck? What? Wait, how did you shoot Trump? Yeah, there's 20 million headsets, and everybody thinks these headsets are for Beat Saber and video games. Like I've had so many meetings this year, and everybody who watches it is like, "Oh my God, I've sold more fucking Quest headsets than I think any single person other than Zuckerberg on the planet." Because they see this stuff and they're like, "Oh my God." But then all they can watch is my stupid vlogs, about me and me singing songs about my life. Like, this should be for much bigger things. I saw the first person to get damn. Okay, we missed some sort of text here with you, VR Ray of Minneapolis. You skipped some stuff. But yeah, doing the numbers, my goodness, you get like 10,000 people. At $10 a month. My God, and that's putting it low, dude. Any fans of basketball or like the stuff I'm shooting is just so incredible. Oh, Kucam. Yeah, it's tough because I've seen some of the older footage. I had a Views XR camera, and that was it just, boy, it really hurt. It hurt the progression of this because this is the quality, dude. I feel like 8K 60 is the floor, and we'll only go up from there. And obviously, Apple's doing fucking 16K 90, right? And it looks incredible. But really, 18K 60 is the second you drop to 30 frames a second, the second you go under 4K per eye, it starts to get, you got to really want to see it. And unfortunately, only porn has that kind of ambitious following. And I'm so tired of porn being the only thing that people are producing. I'm just so tired of it, man. Like, Jesus, God. I mean, they've been producing that stuff for like 8 or 9 years. Like, and no one has really brought it mainstream. And I'm doing everything in my power to make this mainstream. I am hemorrhaging money to make this mainstream. And it's like, oh my God. The Kings were supposed to release a promo that I made for them in VR 180. That would have been the first actual public release, a 30-second promo. And it keeps getting pushed off a week because they're busy. Oh, we'll do it next week. Oh, and it's just like, okay. So tomorrow's my next, hey, is everything cool? Until they push it off to the next week. And then, oh, Thanksgiving, sorry. And then, oh, it's the holidays. It'll be January. Oh, damn, you scratched your views? Damn, the calf, dude. Man, I hate to say it, but the calf really tricked a lot of people. I checked it out. My friend David had one, and I was like, man, I saw what he shot, and it's okay, but I mean, right now the Canon R5C is unfortunately the only, and honestly, you can get that for like $5,000, like the whole kit. But then you got the other problem is, do you have a computer that can handle these freaking files? My God. Um, and shooting this stuff on a gimbal is hard. I just watched something on Meta called the Talent Stealer or something like that, and the camera movements, man, they mess up the camera movements, and it kills half the audience. They were doing a bunch of spinning shots, and it's like you can't do that in VR. And I knew within 30 seconds. It's like, man, and I paid $6 just to see it, trying to support everybody. But oof. Yeah, it is all right for a budget. It is. It is. I'm very frustrated. I mean, that part of the reason that this isn't taken off is because it's so expensive. And so my thinking was, all right, I'll take in the expense, and then I'll go ahead and I'll try to push the market. And I'm telling you, the second the NHL releases some of this stuff, and those people, that's the problem with NBA and Apple, their agreement. That's not going to push the market because Apple's walling it all in, and nobody can see it. There's only like 100,000 of their headsets. So, they did this great NFL thing that I was supposed to do. They did a Super Bowl thing, and no one can see it. 100,000 people have access to it. So it basically kills the movement because now they're contractually exclusive to the NFL, and it keeps 20 million other people from using it. So, yeah, I was just, with CAF, I was just surprised they're low light. It's rough. That and I can't remember the exact specs, but what I had seen from it was just like, listen, if you have a well lit area, you're fine. But I mean, that's true with every camera, right? Like if you have a well lit studio, I can make a fucking iPhone look good. The true test is like shooting really difficult things in bad lighting situations, which this band thing, I made a perfect freaking reel for them. Yeah, I mean, listen, the fan base is there, Ray. Like, I get it. It's there. It's not a matter of that. It's a matter of a really high profile NBA, NHL, whatever, releasing something that says Virtual Presence Productions, like some sort of partnership, and that they're going to continually release it. That was the idea with the NHL. They agreed to do like, pay me for one shoot. No, have your ambition to shoot live music, but what you need, I'll tell you, give away all the secrets. You and I or everybody, we need to shoot something from a name band that isn't just the static shots that I don't know if you've seen the iHeartRadio stuff. It's fine, it's good, but it's boring because it's a static shot. And once you've seen all the camera angles, you're like, and this is not a static wide shot medium. It is an incredibly personal medium. So you have to get good with a gimbal. You have to be able to be close to them. You have to have them so what I shot with this band, it was at their sound check and they're talking to the camera and they're playing stuff and you're at the sound check with them. It's incredible. And it feels very personal, and you can't wait to see what happens next. And then have them coming off stage during the encore, and then they go back on, and one of the songs, and you're just like, it's the fastest 4 minutes you'll ever see, because nothing was static. But you also have to not motion sickness is a big problem, so you got to know exactly how to shoot it. And I've done 120 videos of testing. But that is what it seems like Apple's missing, and everybody that's shooting this stuff. It can't be static. And honestly, it can't just be songs, because that does actually get boring. This VR headsets, they're just too uncomfortable to sit there and watch a concert for an hour. But they're awesome for watching, interpersonal type things for 10 or 15 minutes. Like the basketball stuff I shot, or that LeBron stuff, like, fuck, I could have watched that it was so exciting and different and new every few 30 seconds that you could watch that for quite a bit of a time. But anything static has about 5 minutes, and then you're like, I'm done. But again, there's not enough. There's no money in it yet, so there's not enough people testing it to see if then we could do this, this, and this. And I really think the magic is with testing, shooting it in horrible situations, coming back, watching it, going, "Ooh, that didn't work. I won't do that." Shooting again in horrible situations, bad lighting, bringing it back, watching it. It just takes years of practice. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Ray. But it requires somebody to release it, other than my own shit. Like I love my reels. Like if you want to see anything cool, all of the reels that I've been able to release, which is just of my own stuff, basically. Although I kind of sneak a couple things in there that maybe they'd have an issue with that I made public. The reels are good. Like, yeah, that kind of is the game plan of how to shoot this stuff in a way that keeps you going, but it's up close. Or that uncomfortable gun one. I don't know if you've seen that one. Go on YouTube VR. There's one's called Uncomfortable, and I'm holding a gun to the camera. It was just a little test, basically. But I was trying to prove the point that you can make people uncomfortable in a way in VR that you don't. It doesn't necessarily have to be point of view, but it isn't nice to have a gun at your eye, right? And it doesn't even matter if that gun is the person holding it or it's somebody behind you can't see, but you're watching a scene in front of you. Just having it there and is so anxiety inducing. New way to tell story. And nobody's doing that, right? That kind of things. Like, how do you make the people feel uncomfortable? That kind of thing. You thought I flipped. What do you mean? Working for the feds? But yeah, so that's what all these tests have been. But there's 125 of these videos. I can't imagine everybody's keeping up with everything. Oh, no. If you want, Vienna and I can get you and we can grab dinner. Ooh, that sounds a lot better. That's funny. I flipped. No, it was just the point is that I've had a bunch of cool reactions to that, which was exactly what I wanted. A lot of people was like, you're holding the gun wrong. You suck. Yes. And but what my takeaway from it was, I didn't like it. I was like, get that thing out of my face. And it was funny for like 20 seconds. And then I was like, I was angry. I got angry. It was a weird reaction. I've never actually had a gun in my face in that situation, so I didn't know what it was. Let me tell my wife that I would like her to come pick. I'm still alive, right? What? Oh, there it goes. Okay, it didn't catch up. But I was amazed with how much. I don't know if it's a man thing or whatever, but like my personal space was, which in porn is kind of nice, I guess. But like when it's a gun, you're like, okay, that's cool. And then it never went away. And I was just, I kept finding myself looking down and looking away and I imagined, what if there was a scene behind me that for the movie I had to watch, but I had to watch it with this. And there's an intensity to it. And again, that's the kind of test I'm trying to do, because this is a new way of storytelling. And I guarantee you, once these VR headsets are glasses, it's going to change how we tell stories. And I want to be one of the first people. I've gone all in on Christmas, I'll be honest. After what happened this week, I was like, fuck it. It's Christmas now. I'm just done. It's all about comfort. I'm going to attempt to not gain 45 pounds. In the next 6 weeks, but it might be real fucking hard. Oh my God, what a time to be alive, brother. Yeah, it was taxi driver mode, exactly. But all the stuff, the music, I think I made several points in the videos I produced of what's possible. But nobody's seeing them. Goddamn DOVR can't get their head out of their ass to stop showing boobs. And, I finally gave up on them. I just made everything premium and I get a couple $100 a month, which is nice. Meta TV, holy God, it's the worst. One of the worst. You can't find anything. YouTube VR is great, but like I'm putting all this stuff on a shadow banned channel, so I'll never get more than 100 views. Doesn't matter. So I guess I should make a whole new VR 180 channel and start from scratch. But it's like these files are 50 gigs a piece sometimes, and it's like, oh my god, how do you start? So and I don't want to make a YouTube following. I want to be hired by these huge companies to let them already spit it out to their YouTube following. So, oh, I know, Alan. It's crazy, isn't it? Isn't it nuts? Alan, by the way, if you have a Quest 3 or Quest 3 or Quest 3S, get YouTube VR and you can subscribe to Adam Kontras on YouTube VR. That hasn't been the issue, Ray. The issue has been we're not even to the point where the name doesn't matter, right? Like, because we have to get these companies to actually release something. That's when this all starts. Like, I can't even make a website because everything it's weird. Everything I've shot has been like the top of the top of the top. So I can't put it in Reels because I don't have the permissions. You know, so I can't even make like, how do you make a website when you're like, oh yeah, everything we've shot is incredible and you can't see it. So I'm in this weird like middle space. But the name of the company means nothing right now. Like the fact that I've gotten these meetings and these high level people have seen it and they've loved it and they want to go forward. The fact that we even greenlit the Super Bowl, even though it fell through, like we're getting there. It's happening. The content is good enough. It's a matter of these companies need to probably make their own VR apps, right? And they haven't made that yet. They don't want to rely on YouTube, which I can understand. They want more control. But in order to get these companies to make these VR apps, that becomes, you got to go even higher to get money to be gone to the companies that will make the app. And I've even worked with the companies and have pitched these companies to these VR app companies to the Lakers and the Clippers and all that. And again, it's so many moving parts. And yeah, trust me, the VPP part hasn't even come into play yet. And I still love virtual presence. I still think that just in general is a great way. Calling it virtually present is a great way to mix the two worlds of VR and AR. But again, it has to, like, we haven't even gotten to the point where we can release something. And my vlog doesn't count. Like 80 people watching it doesn't count. No offense to the 3 of the 80 people that are watching it right now. And that's another crazy thing. I've been on YouTube for how many years? I got 3 viewers. Like, goddamn. I'd love for them to partner with Meta. That would require Meta doing anything. I had a big meeting with their head of development, and then at the last second, she didn't show up, and she sent like an intern who hadn't watched any of my videos. And I sat there on a Zoom call, and she's like, oh, should I watch this? And I'm like, do you have a headset? What? And then that was it. I mean, it would be great if it would be acquired by Meta, but they don't care about this, dude. They care about the metaverse and video games. They don't think video is important. They just don't care. Apple does, but Apple bought a company like me called NextVR, and that's how they're producing the content. But in perfect Apple form, they are overproducing it to a degree of like $1 million shoots. Like $1 million shoots. And that's fine, but they're kind of missing the point. These fantastic flyovers and huge sets, that's not what this format is about. This format's about what I'm doing right now. It's these close interpersonal stories that surround these other events. And I think a lot of it's documentary. It's not fiction. I still want to watch the full game on my TV. I still want to watch a movie on my TV. I really do. But individual stories, ooh, man. Yeah, no, this is how the VR 180 is incredible. Oh, really? Did they have it? Oh, I know, the whole venues thing, they just don't get it. The one thing I was able to say to the intern about all their stuff was, why isn't your shit stereo? Like, they have all this mono 180, and they're like, I can't. Are you serious? It's not going to be 3-dimensional? And she's like, oh, by 2025, everything's going to be stereo. I'm like, great. Like, okay. I know it's Ray. I hear you. I have said it in the meetings with them. It makes me crazy. It's like, I don't even understand why the trailers for their video games are flat. It's like, are you fucking serious? What are you doing? Like, this is like easy shit 101. And yeah, they should hire me. But like, I'm so frustrated with this band thing, dude. Can you imagine? I don't care how big you are, and they're not that big. They're great. I think they're wonderful. I liked it. I have nothing bad to say about them other than what's happening right now. But somebody flies all the way across the country, not independently wealthy. In fact, have made $3,000 this year. It is November. Just to do a meeting with you, and then you shoot something only with the understanding, oh, I'll show it to you when you guys are in LA next month. And they're like, sweet. And then they get here, I'm like, cool, I want to show this to you. And they're like, nah, we have another time. Yeah, we're really busy. I'm like, it's 4 minutes. I'm right here. I'll come to you. Like, I hit play, put your, like, you got to see it. I made this. So, indifference. I can accept the no. It's very hard to accept indifference. That is the worst, man. Love or hate me. Fucking ignore me. It's like, ooh, after all I did, oh God. And I haven't even brought up the fact that I had a fucking herniated disc in my back the entire trip and could barely walk and fucking did the streets of Manhattan somehow, hobbling like a fucking homeless man, and still pulled it off and still knocked it out. It's one of the hardest physical things I've ever done in my life, ever. But I got it done just in time for them to see it. I made the deadline. That doesn't matter. Like, blah. So, anyway, this has been very helpful. Ray and Bob and Alan. If that's still who the three that are here, I love that only 3 people ever fucking showed up. It's the story of my life. Story of my life. Hooba dooba doop. Oh man. Well, thank you guys. I might do this again and then erase the video because I like the camaraderie. Keep watching. Oh, and by the way, what up, Gordon? Long time Journey player right there. Ray, you got to jump on YouTube VR because there's stuff on Meta that I can't get them to review. Like some of these incredible podcasts that I can't actually do that. Oh man, Corey, dude, that's Ray. That's fucking Ray, man. Damn, Ray, I'm about to leave. I'm about to go to dinner. That's Ray from Fastest DeLorean. That's a goddamn Journey folk hero right there, my brother. I guess I can hang on a little bit longer. I'm excited. I got to at least read Ray. And yes, I know you're here for me, Bob, my man. I've never appreciated anybody more when it comes to this stuff. Bob made me some virtual presence hats. I got one somewhere. I got a couple somewhere. He's awesome. Ray, I have thought that every day of my life. I've never given up. If you haven't already seen it, go watch Fastest DeLorean. You will meet the different Ray, Courier L Sec, 11 Sec. Jesus Christ, too much rum. He is also named Ray. Well, I just realized how confusing that is. Oh wait, you do. So you do have YouTube VR. I'm doing great, Ray. I'm doing mid, Ray. Wait, so you have a subscription to DOVR, Ray? Because I had to make everything subscription only because they weren't promoting me anyway, so it didn't matter. I might as well take their money. I've made like $2,000 or $3,000 off them. No. Yes, that's the only money I've made all year. 2,000. So, and Ray, the race car driver, you need to get a headset at some point. But I know that's probably not high on your list of priorities, but you would be stunned at what I have produced in the past couple of years in this magical VR 180. In fact, we're going to do a movie, Fastest DeLorean VR, where you get to sit with me and Don and watch the whole movie together while we talk and bicker back and forth. It's going to be brilliant. Don't know how I'm going to release it, but it's going to be fun. And yeah, YouTube VR, the only problem with YouTube VR is it takes a good like 10 days after the video goes live for the 8K version to kick in. DOVR, it's 8K right from the beginning. But you got to pay the $10 for the premium, which is fucking stupid. No, not the Mayor and Me. I gave up on doing the Mayor and Me with Don. Don is one of the most infuriating people I've ever met. We're very good on camera, but he drives me fucking crazy. So all I could ever get him to commit to at some point is to just sit with me for 90 minutes. And that's going to be pushing on it. He's going to be on his phone half the fucking movie. That's what's going to be funny about it. Ray, yeah, I might be able to help you with that, brother. In fact, I'm sure I can help you with that. I always want to help out my man. Oh, here comes this. I did an inner sneeze. What the fuck was that? God. That was a sneeze that went inside. Wow. Holy shit. I've never tried to talk through a sneeze. Don't do it. It went inside. Oh God. But yeah, I think I have something for you, Ray. Email me. And thank you for everybody. Oh, 6 people. Man, see, now I feel bad. This is a problem, man. Now I feel accountable to all these people that decided to hit the button to read. Man, I get how this is addicting, dude. If like one time I got like 500 people on here, I would feel really good about myself. And it would fuck with my head. And then I'd come on again, I'd get 20 people, and I'd be like, I'd feel all bad. I'm way too emotional for this shit. Way too emotional. Shoot for at least 30 minutes, because that will give... but I don't care. But yes, that's awesome, VR Ray. I've never put time and effort into the social media thing. I guess it's because I'm old, or because I know that the way to do it, I would have to go outside of this channel. And it takes so much energy to actually produce the amount of content that is in the journey. That I've done 2 videos a week for 25 straight years, and something's got to give, and it can't be the journey. It can't be, man. Like, there's only so many hours in the day, and I care way more about my family, so it's like, at least I can pull off the journey. That's already the most crazy commitment that anybody's ever done for this amount of time ever. Adding to it seems insane, and I kind of did that with making half of this shit VR 180. Oh, there you go. Wait, does this count towards watch time? Because I told you the story. I've never been monetized, and then I had a hacker basically turn off my channel. So then I'm like, and I talked to people, and they said, yeah, you got to be monetized for them to even help you. So I'm like, okay, I'll monetize. And then within a week, they shut down my whole channel, or they demonetized me and said, I'm sorry, you have too much copyrighted material that you're not adding to. It was my shit. It was my clips from Fastest DeLorean. It was my clips from Meeting Michael. It was like, the fuck, it's me, what? And then I wasn't able to get respond in time, and oh my God. Yeah, I might do this more often. Why not? So it's watch time even on these lives, because I'll set up a fucking video of my cat. I'll get to that 4,000 quick. That's a damn good idea right there. See? Thank you, Race Car Ray. And thank you, VR Ray. And thank you, Bob. So, all right. I got to go. You guys fucking rock. I will do this again. Peace.